The second I go live, the camera decided, hold on, we'll be back in a second here. I gotta get. In fact, I'm getting a couple of new laptops. These have just been beat up. They are for recreational purposes only now because they've been carried around the house for months on end. So actually years on end. So yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you why I am the way I am. For those of you who got here early, this is why I am the way I am. Share the screen. And so Wednesday is today. It's beautiful. It's 75. It's breezy. It's nice. Not too much sun, a little overcast. Mwah! Now, that graphic you see there for tomorrow, that is rain with snow and ice. 75 today. Tomorrow, as this temperature drops to this temperature, snow, rain, ice. So how's everybody doing? All right. I don't even want to look at the standings. We're really out of it. How are we doing, scientists? Hey, the Sinistroza guy, right? I mean, who knew he was the fix all along? And who's the guy wearing 23 trying to impersonate 23 Verhage? We actually got luck, right? The puck goes off the defenseman with 15 seconds left and in the back of the net. Hey, Kachukin, why are we winning games? That's not the plan. Don't tell that to these guys. Now, all joking set aside, considering everything that this team has done, would anybody be really surprised? Like, it'd be surprised, but would anybody really be shocked if this team broke the NHL record for consecutive wins, won 19 straight, and got in? Like, it'd be a surprise, but from this group of guys, it would still be like, yeah, that figures, right? That tracks. Hey, Real says tank is over. Chucky and Carter are channeling 23 playoffs energy. At least if we missed the playoffs last game of the season is a win because we have Detroit again. Yeah, Detroit does not match up well against us. That's for sure. Scientists, someone needs to sit Bennett down and tell him the hard truth. You're not McDavid. If you get the puck in transition, just drop past it to the trailer. Stop trying to dangle three guys by yourself. I know. Like one set of 30 times it works. Poor guy. Just dump it in, Sam. Reinhardt's on the ice for practice. We did pretty good without him. Kidding. Barkov in non-contact again. Real says, Detroit is allergic to making the playoffs. How are the Sabres closer to breaking their streak? So this was something that talked about a little bit before we started playing after the Olympic break, about the possibility of it being the Wings that would tank. Now, theoretically, we are now closer to the Wings than we are the Bruins because we have a game in hand on the Wings, and the Bruins and Wings are only 1 point away. Now, the Wings' schedule does not get necessarily a whole lot easier. The Wings' schedule is Tampa, Dallas, and they play Calgary. Then they've got the Canadiens, Bruins, Senators, Sabres, Flyers, Penguins, Flyers again, and then the Rangers, Wild, Jackets, Flyers, Devils, Lightning, Panthers. So there's a lot of losable games in there for them, but you've got the Devils, you've got the Flyers twice, you've got the Rangers once, and the Flames. Honestly, even if Detroit didn't win any games other than those 5 games, we would have to win all 19 or however many games we have left to pass them up, I think. Like it's beyond a hope and a prayer. Yeah, Toronto's doing the tank, right? Did I see Chucky's podcast today? No, I haven't seen it yet. Today's Wednesday already. Yeah. He continues to plant more seeds in Brady. He said, telling you, if they were smart, they would just tank, get the first pick, and then trade it to Ottawa for Brady. Biz was a guest and mentioned that chirping each other and being funny in the locker room creates a spark that really helps to win hockey games. Hey, Rosado, how do we feel about Rock and Roller Coaster going away? I only rode it a couple of times. I don't put Rock and Roller Coaster as one of the nostalgic rides. I was never a huge fan of studios, but I get how people, one by one, those things are disappearing, right? Chucky started reminiscing on all the locker room moments between him and Brady and said everyone in Team USA always looked forward to the banter. Chucky ended with, it's a long season. If we can have that every day, it's as good as it gets. Come on, there we go. That sucks, Rosado. Real, that was the most devastating win you've experienced since the Dolphins beat the Falcons a few months ago. Yeah, exactly, Craig. No, Hinestroza looked good. Welcome back to Local Weather with Jaws. Hey, David, how you doing? So, hold on a second. The chat jumped on me here. Jeez, it went fast. Craig says Hinestroza definitely could make next season's team. It's possible. I mean, if we re-signed Greer, if we wanted Hinestroza on the other end, we already got Gadjevich signed. We have no room. So even we're about Vilmanis. It's a good problem to have, though. David says if we close with 15 or 16 more wins, we should make it easy peasy. I agree. In fact, I'm willing to guarantee if they don't lose another game this regular season, they will make the playoffs. I'm willing to guarantee that. Hey, Bucks. Rogan, yeah, man, fantastic game. Fun. It was good to have fun. Hey, Bucks. Yeah, sorry about Evans. It happens to the best of them, man. So you did read that Bob wants a long-term extension with the Panthers looking for at a 2 or 3 year extension. Yeah, I mean, I didn't read that too, but it doesn't seem like he's 38. So, or he's going to be 38 next season. So 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42. Now, I mean, Brodeur, was it Brodeur? But was still good in his 40s. I got no problem with the 3 years. The extra 2, do you want to lose Bobrovsky? Would we be willing to lose him because we wanted to give him 3 and he wanted 5? No, I don't think so. Honestly, as long as it's within some kind of reasonable, I would just give Bob what he wants. I mean, unless he wants 5 by 12, then that might be a bit much, Greg says, no tank, win it all. Studios is pretty sweet right now. I grew up when Epcot came in. I have good memories of when Epcot was first there. That was a good part. Yeah, it's going to be reopened with the Muppets themes. You ever go to the Miami Marine Stadium? I went to the Miami Seaquarium. Is that the same thing? I remember going to Crandon Zoo. My parents would take me to Crandon Zoo and the Miami Seaquarium. David says 16 means we can still lose 2. I don't know if we can lose the 2. I don't know if we could lose the 2, David. Because if we're 12 points out, let's say we're chasing Detroit, and we're 12 points out, right? So if you win 16 games from here, you're going to have 99 points. 99 points, okay? If you win 16 games, you'll have 99 points. The Wings have 79 points. So all they would have to do is win 10 games plus an overtime point, and we don't catch them. Like it's that bad. They've got 18 games left. Or no, excuse me, 17. So if they went 10, 6, and 1, and we went 16 and whatever, we would not catch them. We would not catch them. In terms of Sam Reinhart, he had a minor injury that apparently he's been nursing for a little while. That since we had the 3 days off, and then what Maurice wanted to do was give him another couple of days off, so he didn't play yesterday, and then they assume he's going to play tomorrow. So that way he had a full 5 days off. But apparently he's been nursing something. David says, I think STD is a great description of the Marlins the last few years. David says, can we just give Bob a 30-year contract at $500,000? Kind of like the Luongo deal, right? We'll give him the Luongo contract. Oh, yeah. Congratulations to Bam. 83 points. That's wild, man. David, I don't think 99 is a wild card. No. Right, my scientist is saying we still need to bank that, and the Bruins or Detroit lose at least 7 games. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if 99. Look, if you concede Buffalo, Tampa, Montreal, if you just say that, Bruins and Wings are the teams that are fighting for those spots. The worst off right now really is Detroit because they've got a game extra. So they got 17 games left with 79 points. So to get to 99 in those 17 games, they only have to go 9, 6, and 1, 7 and 1, or whatever it is. Like they only have to play just barely above 500 to get to 99 points at this point. And it's been pretty much the same with the Bruins. Like it might take 100 points. There you go, Bobby. He says we're winning every game. We're so bad. Real says it's not just the Wings, though. There's other teams ahead of us that aren't in a playoff spot. And that's the other thing. The Jackets are right there. Look, the Penguins are at 79 points. Where we really blew it is in the games that we blew in the third period where we didn't get any points. If we had 5 more points, if we were at 72 points and we were only 6 points out right now, I'd be like, we got this. We're in. We're going to pull this off. But just so many night after night after night, we would blow games in that third period and not get points out of it. I mean, look at we got 3 overtime points. The Canadians have 10. The Bruins have 6. Right? The Penguins have 15. In fact, I'm looking at this now. My God. The Penguins are in second place. They are 32, 17, and 15. The Panthers are 32, 27, and 3. The 12 points that we are technically behind Pittsburgh, I know we're not chasing them, but the 12 points that we're behind them are all 100% overtime points. My God. I can't believe that. But that's what we did. That's what we did. Oh, McAvoy's face got messed up. I had to go to the bottom of the chat, guys. I know I was behind. I'll try to catch up a little bit. Yeah, the last Sabres-Cats game choked away a point. David, good question. Was the last wild card spot over 100 points? I don't think so, because now I know the Panthers, we had 96 points a few years back. Bugner's second year or first year. Bugner's first year, we had 96 points and didn't get in. But I think the most the team has ever gotten was 97. Let me see. Let's see what I can come up with. What are the most amount of points the 8 seed wild card NHL team has finished with? No, that can't be right. That's not right, because it says the highest point total for an NHL team finishing as the 8 seed is 95 points. And they're saying it's us that was the Panthers in 22-23. But that's not right. Oh, no, that still can't be right. Because in Bugner's first year, we finished with 96 points and didn't get in. So now I got to look at this and see. Because that's not. That is not accurate. Come on, load the page. Oh, here we go again with this freaking internet. I gotta get a new cord for this. Let's see. So we finished with 96 points in 2017 and 17-18, and did not get in. So no, let's look at the NHL standings. So who was in over us that year? The Jackets. That was the year the Jackets got in at 97 points. Yeah. That was the year the Jackets got in at 97 points and took care of Tampa. That's interesting. So I know that they've had at least 97 points. So I don't think any 8 seed has been higher than that. But there's a first time for everything. Ryan says, also, let's not kid ourselves. 2 wins in a row against the failing Wings does not mean we can win against Columbus, Tampa Bay, etc. Well, no, that's true. Boy, I cannot keep this Ethernet cord. Does not want to stay in here at all today. Stay in. I don't know why. Oh, I see why. Hold on a second. Let me fix something here. Hold on a second. This is why this is happening here. Okay. Stay. Okay. Should be okay now. We good? Okay. We should be good now. All right. This way. Okay. David says, also, the NHL has apparently decided not to make it easier to watch, and in fact, will leave it up to the teams to decide on TV and streaming deals. It's like they're too lazy or stupid to do the work. TV and sports is such a mess right now. It really is such a mess. What I would like to see happen, and this is what I don't understand why this hasn't happened yet. I would like to see someone create a sports streaming platform, and maybe it already exists, where you pay one price and no matter what game it is, you get the games. Now, all they would be doing is paying for the rights to rebroadcast the other, the other stations, right? Probably not going to work, probably not legal, probably not allowed. But it sure as hell would be nice if it was. I mean, people are willing to pay, but everybody's got to have their on Peacock because I got to pay a couple of bucks every once in a while to watch the one stupid game. It makes me want to not watch their programming. Chuckin says if the Oilers get knocked out this year, the 1 year they won't have to face Barkov would be incredible, right? Exactly, Bobby. We're just having fun at this point. Real says, I just wanted to troll our haters about winning the lottery. I know. David, I hear you on the making it easier. It used to be so easy, man. For, I don't know, 10, 12 years, I just had DirecTV. You just walk in, click, there's the game. And I spent during the regular season, I would spend $125 a month. And during the hockey season, I should say, it would be more like $180 a month. And I didn't use DirecTV for anything else. I didn't use it for anything else. Well, I guess Dolphins games at some point. But other than sports, I mean, there wasn't a whole last decade went by. I don't think there wasn't any other program that went on that TV to watch using the DirecTV. We might have watched like a couple of election nights, and that's about it. That's about it. And now it's like you're saying, David, it's just every night we go down there and it's like, okay, well, how we got to watch the game tonight? Scientists got the lines: Rodriguez, Reinhart, Luosterainen, Bennett with Greer and Kachuk, Nosek, Samoskevich with the other Reinhart, and Cunnin, Bolquist, Hinostroza. That's interesting. So who's out? Oh, that's missing Marchand. Okay, that's right. So wait a minute. There's no Lundell in that lineup. I guess Nosek is just filling in for Lundell on the third line there. JC says pirating is the way to go. Yeah, the problem with pirating is that it's too delayed for Kyle and I. It's too delayed. Like it'll be 15, 20 seconds. It's too and I can't count on it 100% of the time, unfortunately. But if I was just a casual, yeah. David. Barkov is playing D? That's interesting. Shine says it's brutal. The West 8 seed projects out to be 87 points while the East is 100. Yeah, it might be 100. Certainly, I don't think like 96, 97 is going to get it done. One of Detroit or Boston is going to have to play below 500 for that to happen. Yeah, they push streaming to avoid commercials and be more convenient. And now we have more commercials than ever, and it's way more inconvenient, right? Not to mention how they go back and edit everything, changing things, causing the Mandela effect. The Monopoly guy had a monocle, okay? Come on, man. Come on. Now, I don't know about all the Mandelas, but the freaking Monopoly guy had a freaking monocle, all right? That you can't talk me out of that one. You might be able to talk me out of some of the others, but that dude had a monocle. End of discussion. The end. Science says the highest total was 100 points. Thank you, buddy, for the 21-22 Capitals in the Eastern Conference. That season was the first in NHL history where all 8 playoff teams in one conference reached at least 100 points. I see. So we weren't paying attention to that because that's when we were really good. We didn't have to worry about those piddly little things like having under 100 points. Ew. Hey, Vincent. Says they need a chance to pick at 6 or 5 to get a great player. In the lottery, you can drop a max of 2 spots. So they need to finish 7th or 8th or go win it all again. What the hell is this conundrum? Yeah. I mean, just win them all. Just win them all. Right? What's really going to suck is if they go like 15-3 the rest of the way and they miss by like 2 points and we're like the hottest team in the NHL and healthy Barkov is just sitting there like, and nothing. But they'll be pissed off for next year. Mike says Fruit of the Loom definitely had a cornucopia. Uh-huh. Oh, that's for sure. Yeah. There's no doubt there. Monopoly burn ants with the monocle. Bobby, you're sort of hoping Montreal lost last night. Let me see, where are we? Yeah, the Lightning, they're going to F around, man. Now they're 4 points. Now the Sabres are 4 points ahead of them. Lightning still had the 2 games in hand. The Wings. The Wings are the play. That's who needs to lose out. If the Wings just plummet. Do the Panthers play the Senators? Because like Ottawa's really not out of it. Ottawa is where I would kind of was hoping the Panthers would be. Yeah, we do March 31st, Panthers, Senators. That's gonna be at very least an important game for Ottawa. Right? And let me see. We still have 2, 4, 6, 7 games. We still have 6 games, 8 games. 8 games after that one. So depending on how things go, and especially since the Panthers play the Islanders on the 28th and then the Rangers on the 29th, that game against the Senators, depending on how things go, could be an elimination. It could be an elimination game. And then if you survive that game, the next game is against the Bruins, which would probably, again, be an elimination game. Craig says Lightning will throw some games so the Cats can't gain ground easily. Oh, good point. Good point. Yeah, Tampa's only beat the Leafs since the Olympics. Yeah. Real. Roman King says the standings don't actually tell how good or bad a team is. We're seeing that a lot this season. That's for sure. I mean, you look at the freaking West and how stupid. Damn it, San Jose, stop losing games. You're breaking my heart. So now the Oilers are in second place. They've won 2. The Knights have won 3. The Knights have lost 3. The Kraken have lost 3. Like, why can't the teams in the East lose some games? Jeez. So you got the Mammoth, and then the battle for the last wild card in the West is going to be spectacular because you've got the Preds at 66. You guys know that the Jets, very quietly, the Jets are in that playoff race. Like, don't look, but the Jets are only 4 points out of the playoff spot with a game in hand. I'm just saying. So you've got the Preds at 66, Kraken at 67, the Kings at 67, the Sharks at 66. So that's 4 teams within a point of each other for the 8 seed. And then if you wanted to extend that a little bit, you've got the Jets that are 4 points out, right? And somehow the Blues are only 6 points out. Now, probably not happening for the Blues, but if the Jets I mean, they're only 4 points out with a game in hand. There could be some bad playoff teams coming out of the West. JC says, let's not forget that streaming is taking away our ability to record and buy movies and games. One step closer till you'll own nothing and be happy. Yeah, I use the screen record function a lot. Comes in handy. I just really hate ESPN and the NHL for being so greedy. 4 different streaming services are needed to watch the regular season. Is it only 4? So I got probably is. It's ESPN Plus. We had to use Peacock. We had to use HBO Max. I needed YouTube TV for TNT. Amazon, that's 5. And I bet you I could think of another one too. I bet you I could think of more. That's 5 that we've had to deal with this year. On top of having a good pirate site, because sometimes you can't get the game on any of those, right? J-Man says, if we miss the playoffs, you can see Carolina and Edmonton final, the 2 teams that can't beat Florida, right? No, Hungry. Swaggy did not get the memo. Kachuckin says, I'm honestly fine if we end up 5 points out on game 82. Help the Sens make it so Brady can drop a chaos grenade into the East. But if the Sens make it and go deep, then he's not going to want to leave Ottawa. See what I'm saying? We need him to want to leave Ottawa. Vincent, yeah, no, the Mammoth are just nice and snug, right? The Mammoth are nice and snug. All they got to do is just be their mediocre ass selves the rest of the way, and they're tight. Hungry. Dave says, I don't mind paying for Panthers Plus. Just sucks when games are nationally televised, but overall worth the $70 for you. Yeah, I'd love to pay for Panthers Plus. I would love to pay for Panthers Plus. Actually, I can pay for it. They just won't show me the games. They'll let you sign up. They put one of the preseason games on Panthers Plus this year. They're like, hey, it's going to be available on Panthers Plus. I'm like, okay, cool, right? So I signed up, and then they're like, oh, it's not available in your market. It's preseason. It's preseason. Bastards. Huggy says, so U.S. baseball is in full panic after coming into the WBC like hot shit and losing to Italy last night. Now the team's future isn't in their hands. Italy in baseball, huh? Who knew? Mike says, is there any way that anybody could live in Ottawa and not want to leave just because of that? I mean, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. That's a good point. I didn't mind Alaska, though, when I was young. When you're younger, the cold isn't as difficult. You know what I mean? Boy, Kyle is going to be really upset because today's the day he needs to trim the bushes and finish all the yard work before it starts to rain tomorrow. And he just woke up right out of bed and is taking a shower. He's not going to be happy when I say so. And he knew. I've been reminding him for like a week now. But you know how it is. He ain't going to do it to the last possible second. Hungry says, get a VPN, Jaws, that fixes the issue. Is that right? I'll have to look into all that for next year. I always get nervous that I'm going to try something new and then not be able to get to the game. And then there I am sitting there and we're supposed to be streaming to you all. And so over the summer, I'll test it out and see how that goes. Of course, aren't they supposed to be passing some kind of bill that eliminates VPNs? Or is that my imagination? Karangi says, I wish there was an NHL TV streaming app like F1 TV so you could see all the racing for $80 a year. Used to be. Ottawa's a decent city. You were there in the summer. Oh, you're there in the summer, yeah. Hey, guys, they're not going to tank. They're just not going to quit. And, I was thinking about this yesterday or this morning about how we saw how happy they were on the bench and everything. And I was just thinking about how, even though they're probably not going to make it, like if they could go on a run of winning maybe 13 of the last 19, like finishing strong, maybe it'd be good for their confidence for next year. Like I know about the draft pick, but I just think for the mentality of this team, for the guys as individuals, I think it would be better for them to go into the offseason feeling good about themselves and feeling good about the future of the team and hit the gym based on that. Well, somebody at the last game of the year, somebody needs to kidnap Samoskevich and get his ass here. Get Mackie Samoskevich in your freaking van, tie him up, get his ass here. I got the gym right down the road. I got plenty of yard. We're going to get his 20 pounds of muscle on that kid during the summer. All right? I'll bust his ass every day. No days off. That kid needs to get stronger. All you got to do is blow on him, and he moves off the puck. Come on, man. Do better. I'm disappointed with him. I want him to do well, but I watch what happens to him. Like when he's trying to fight for position in front of the net, I forget about the puck, and I'm watching him. And it's just like all the guys got to do is just give him a little bit of a shoulder, and he's out of position. We got to get his ass in the gym, squats, the whole deal, every day. Use a VPN and try to get to the Fort Lauderdale area as a city. The upload stream may be a little bit slower. Oh, hadn't thought about that. Well, we'll test it out during the summer when it doesn't matter, right? I think that's the way we'll do it. VPN ban is not in the US, is not the USA. Oh, okay. Bobby says they're going to win all 19. There you go. I like it, man. David. So the VPN ban is England and Australia. Okay. Yeah, if Samuel goes missing, you know where he is. If Samuel goes missing and I start posting pictures of my yard looking immaculate, you know exactly where that little fucker is. He just needs to get his ass in the gym. I got a big ass, brand new YMCA right down the road. It's got all the equipment. It's got all the training equipment he needs. It's got the gym. It's got the pool. We'll have him playing pickleball for his cardio. All right. And that all he's going to do, I'm going to go fishing every day. I'll catch him plenty of protein, and you got to get this guy some strength and put some weight on and get some muscles in that core. Come on, Sammy. Why have I been so hard on Reinhart lately? He's one of our best players. I just want him to, when I say take a nap, Great White, I'm saying that because I want him to take a nap. He's played too many games. He's tired. He needs a break. That's all I'm saying with him. I've seen him over the course of the years. When he gets tired, he's a very cerebral player. The mental aspect of the game is very important for him. And when he gets too tired, he starts making mistakes. If we're not going to make the playoffs, we just need to shut him down and let him go. Just go put him in a, what do they call that? The hyperbaric chamber. Zach Thomas used to use those. He had one in his house. That's how he was able to play for so long at such a small size. He'd go into his hyperbaric chamber. We got to get one of those for Reinhardt and probably Forsling too. David says, pretty sure Samuel needs contacts as he either shoots the puck center mass or misses the net. Yeah, maybe Matt can get some MMA training so the guys are less likely to bully him. It's that. Hey, Novella. It's a good point. Paragon thinks VPNs will be blocked soon, especially with WB, Disney, Amazon, and Netflix. Well, Hungry says Kyle just needs a girlfriend. Trust me, that's the last thing he wants. After he's seen my he don't want one. Let's just put it that way. Trust me. That's the last thing he wants. I've tried. Before I met Donna, I told him, hey, man, it's your turn to get a girlfriend that can move in and take care of us. I'm tired. I don't want to have to do it. I just want to go fishing. He wouldn't do it. So I had to do it. We still take care of ourselves. It's okay. Georgia's already trialing it in certain areas. I said, Samuel grew up an hour from you. His family is still in the area. Well, find his sister or somebody and get their ass to put him in the van and bring him here. And it'll be great content, too. Oh, I could blow up the channel. Oh, that's a good idea. I should just kidnap the kid, right? Okay. And then he gets here, and we get him in such great shape that he doesn't want to press charges. Then the channel blows up, and then the Panthers win the cup, and Sam Miskevich wins the Conn Smythe. Sounds fine. I don't see what the problem is. Mike says the good thing about that game last night was that the boys were having fun out there at the end of the game and could seriously spark a fire. The last goal was really awesome to watch. And the fans, I want to mention that because about halfway through the first period, I was like, man, there's a lot of empty seats in here. And there was. But slowly but surely it started to fill in. And they were on it in the third period. They were chanting, let's go Panthers. They weren't just sitting there like they didn't care. I was happy to see that because these guys might not make the playoffs, but they deserve for the fans to finish out the season with pretty much full houses. You know what I mean? Like they deserve to play in front of a good amount of people before this is over. Gray White said, is he burning out? He just needs a break. He's played a lot of hockey. We talked about it yesterday. Like, I mean, you go back however many years, like he's missed like maybe 10 collective games over like 5-7 years. He never misses a game. And so I just think he needs a break. So when I say put Reinhardt, take him up nice, put him to sleep, that's all. I'm just talking about wanting him to be fresh and rested and ready for next year. There you go, David. Yeah. Reinhardt leads us in points probably because Marchand hasn't been right. I think you're right there. I think you're correct. David, I just got in serious trouble. Nah, it's okay, Dave. It's all true. It's all true. Andre says, Kyle, take Kyle to Tootsie's. I've I've threatened / offered to do it. He's not interested. He's not interested in doing it. He's far too what's the word I'm looking for? Traditionally conservative. Traditionally conservative. Like he ain't gonna want to go. He ain't gonna want to do it. Now, he ain't gonna want to do it with me. Now, maybe Brother Gene, maybe I should tell Brother Gene, hey, why you got him down there? But I don't know how he'd respond. I don't think he'd respond real well. I'm going to get a visit from the black van for all the kidnapping talk. Good. I need an extra van because, so good. They need to bring the black van. I'll tell them my idea. They'll be like, that's actually a good idea. It's actually a good idea. Hey, Jameson. Oh, yeah, thoughts on wearing the road jerseys at home. I don't know what that was all about. Somebody said sometimes it happens at the road team's request if they forget to bring the right amount of road jerseys. Mike says, feed him chocolate pie while he's handcuffed in the back of the van. Yeah, we gotta fatten that kid up. He's fast as hell, but it don't do no good if he can just get knocked off the puck. Dennis says, last year we were kidnapping Swaggy, and now it's Samo, Jaws in the White Van, Panthers Adventure. I can't imagine why nobody in the team will talk to me. That's okay. It's all right. David says, Rhino missing last night was only his 5th missed game with the Panthers. God. David says, avoid relationships with dancers unless it's just a friends or benefits kind of thing. I had a few massage clients that were dancers. It wasn't as enjoyable as you'd think. Like, if they're really in shape, their legs are like, it's like massaging like your kitchen table. It's like, it was work. It was work. You know, it wasn't, you say, oh, I got a couple of exotic dancers as clients, and you think one thing, their arms are like guys. It was all, hard, and the muscles, and yeah. Hey, MJ, how we doing, buddy? Greetings from Houston. How you doing? Down here for work and a little baseball. Humid and stormy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what we got. I shared a page here. So I started the stream with this, but there was only 8 people here. So this is my life. Let me show you my life. Where is it? Here's my life. There we go. So that's today. Today is 75 and 53. You can see the sunshine coming in. It's breezy. It's beautiful. That's tomorrow. Now, in case you're blind, that's snow, and then that's rain, and that's ice. So 75 and beautiful, and then snow and rain and ice. That's tomorrow. Today, tomorrow. And then you people wonder why I am the way I am. David says, I dated only dancers and bartenders for almost 20 years. I wouldn't call any of those relationships. Pissed off Sabres fan. Yeah, I'm a retired massage therapist, but yeah, I had my time. I had my time for about 5 or 6 years. It was fun. It was good. I made a lot of money. I got too many stories. There's not a whole lot of them that are legal, but that's a whole difference. I'm kidding. Not really. Good Chuckin says the Swaggy is the only player in the team with 3 cups. That's a good point. That is a good point. Holy crap. Hey, thank you, Great White. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Great White. Thank you, man. Thanks, but what's he say? Hold on a second. He says, when is Kyle starting the sailboat racing channel? Well, Kyle's had about enough of my shit. Okay? Kyle has had about enough of my YouTube shit. He'll still be here to do the hockey streams. But he let's just say Kyle is not as dedicated to it as I am, because Kyle he don't have any responsibilities unless I dole it out to him. Boy, that sun is getting really bright coming in there, but that's okay. No, Kyle will be here for the football and the hockey, but I think that if I try to push him to do too much of anything else, you'll wake up one day to a video that says, "So I live alone now." I don't know where he'll go live with grandma and grandpa or brother Gene. Hold on, I gotta close this. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. Come on. All right, I had the curtain there to keep the airflow moving through, but see, I was using my Stanley Cup final puck to hold the curtain so I could have the airflow go through there. And now it's sunny. Let's see. MJ said, I thought there was a rule that Mike says, I thought there was a rule that MJ had to send money to talk. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I says, yeah, save the stories for the book of their podcast. Yeah, it's a schooner, Great White. Hey, Goat Slayer. Cats got a clutch win last night. That's 2 against the Wings. Can we sustain? I like the chances, but like I said, other teams aren't giving us any headway. The East keeps winning. Just win all 19. Like, that's my only thing I'm willing to guarantee, because I said it at the start of the previous game, so there was 19 left. I said we're going to win 19 straight. So that's the only way. I mean, can you imagine if we went like 17-2 and missed? Because that's possible. Oh, Hungry says, you know what? Professional is surprisingly full of landmines, nurses. No, don't. Karen was a nurse. Just no. Don't date a nurse. If there's any nurses listening, just be honest. Don't date a nurse. There you go. Yeah, exactly, Craig. MJ. No, he's got no interest in doing that. He's been Kyle's been has no interest in doing that right now. Oh, here we go, Vincent. Vincent, I prefer to call it I can be bought. Oh, hey, pissed off. Oh, yeah. So this I've had this since before I had a car. That's how long I've had that. I had that since before I had a car. Oh yeah, totally underrated. I know it's a solo album. I Can't Stop Dreaming when that to me, Can't Stop Dreaming was him peak vocally. Oh yeah, it pissed me off because the singles. I'll never understand. And me and you are going to be the only ones that understand this conversation, but that's okay. With Ooh Yeah, I was 17? Yeah. And the singles that they picked for that, I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So yeah. I says I was warned to never date nurses. That's for sure. Yeah, MJ. Yeah, exactly. MJ, I mean, he might want to. Let's put it this way. If I became rich, like if I could become rich and buy him his own place, and he didn't have to worry about the financial aspects of things, I'm sure he'd love to live on his own. But in terms of the stress that having to pay for everything would cause him would not be good for him. It would not be good for him. So I says nursing healthcare was listed as one of the top 5 jobs for infidelity. Yeah. Yeah, the dancers, then they become teachers, right? Right. That's why she's your ex, though, MJ? I'm laughing. Colin needs a guest house out back. I mean, it's at some point. At some point, something will shake loose. You know what I mean? The way we're zoned here. What I'd like to be able to do, honestly, is at some point buy a separate plot of land. There's 1, 2, 3 houses down that's actually for sale. If I could ever do that for them and just put something on it for them, but one step at a time. One step at a time. Hungry says, I'm more than happy to live alone as long as I can get someone to clean for you. I find that when I live alone, there's no mess. It's interesting. I don't know how that works. Maybe because I clean more. I don't know. I'll keep my mouth shut. Y'all trying to get me in trouble. I should build a second house and a giant dog house for Leia. Oh no, Leia wants to be inside. I mean, excuse me, Leia loves to be outside. Yeah. But she wants to be around people. She wants to be around people at all times. Yeah, living alone means no drama. That's for sure. Go says, get a conversion fan. He can live right in the driveway or parked in the yard or a pop-up camper. Kyle has eclectic tastes. You'd be surprised. I mean, he basically has the whole downstairs to himself now. I stay upstairs in my room, in the loft, in the kitchen. He's got his bedroom and the whole downstairs. Basically, 99% of the time, nobody's down there, and he has the whole run of his own place. He has the fridge in the garage. He's got his own bathroom upstairs. He's got his own bathroom downstairs. You know what I mean? He ain't suffering. You know what I mean? Kenneth, yeah, exactly. We just can't talk about that, right? Exactly. We can't talk about that. But somehow, I don't know how it works, man. David says, my mom is the greatest, a really amazing mom. My sister turned out great. I was just always going to be difficult until I finally accepted the truth. We all get there in our own way, right? Kyle lives in the basement. Well, he's got his own bedroom upstairs, decent sized bedroom. He's got his own bathroom right on the other side of this room here. This is all upstairs. And then downstairs, he's got the streaming room where we stream from is the living room with the big TV. The only time I'm ever down there, only time anybody's down there is if I'm streaming a game with him. Otherwise, I'm upstairs in my bedroom in my recliner, or I'm in here working. And then he's got the whole outside. He's got the whole office with the computers to list on eBay and all of that. I'm never down there anymore. There's some days I see him when I say, hey, after the noon stream, and he does his own thing. I might not see him for 6-7 hours because he's busy doing his own stuff. Right, Kyle?
I guess.
Kyle.
What?
Here. The chat thinks I need to just like get you a pop-up camper and let you live outside on your own instead of living in the house because you'd rather live by yourself.
Well, I think I like the comfort of my bedrooms.
I told you. Kyle is what's the word? Not posh. What's the word?
I'm not rugged.
He's not rugged. Okay, there you go. So, by the way, and they already know this, so this is no, I'm not calling you out or nothing, but you're gonna regret taking that shower. Now, why would you regret taking that shower?
Because you're making me work outside.
Well, I would like to show you something. Here, come here.
But
Just look at the computer screen. You don't have to go on the. You don't have to be on the stream. Just look at the stream. Just look at the screen.
Yeah. What is it?
That's today.
75.
That's tomorrow. Do you see this? You see that?
Yeah.
Please, so get that trimming done today because that's tomorrow. And this is when we're supposed to go to Middletown. Okay? So it's just around the pond and the stuff in the front. I can't do it. You've seen what happened to me when I try to do it.
All right. Well, let me get my.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right now.
Yeah.
I just, when you walked in, when you got out of the bedroom and I heard you in the shower, I was just like, man, he's going to regret taking that shower because today's the last day to get that work done.
All right.
And then you're going to be gone for 10 days. It's got to get done. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Go get your food. Don't worry. I'm not getting you a pop-up camper. That was MJ's idea. It was MJ and Kenneth. It was their idea. They're trying to kick you out of the house.
I see it.
Okay. Kyle needs to get some food. That's it, David. Yeah, bougie. Yeah. MJ says, Jaws, if there's snow tomorrow, make sure you have all I need before the snow comes out. It's not going to like stick or anything, but yeah. Yeah, get the sweating shot, Kyle. Josh should do the van life. I would. I 1,000% would get the big conversion van and have it. I would do the whole thing. But I got vertigo, and I can't drive over bridges. I can't drive mountains, and I really shouldn't be doing much on the highways. I can't drive it myself. I would 100% do that. I would 100%. I would be like, screw you guys. I now be doing it by myself. But I can't do it by myself. So then they got to bring somebody, and they got to drive. And I may as well just stay home. But yeah, guys, I've thought of that. I've thought of just give me the Winnebago and just go. I could be fine. But I can't. I physically freaking can't do it. Dave says, heck yeah, tell him, College, I'll get a pop-up camper, and I keep that. I get the pop-up camper, and he keeps the house. See, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, fancy, bougie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see me do a podcast with Billy Lindsay in the van down by the river. That's true. Kenneth. Hey, Guitar Crow, how you doing, bud? 10 months, no gluten or sugar, down 30 pounds. I remember last year when you started that. Congratulations, man. Now, Guitar Crow, this is my friendly word of advice to you. I did that for 18 months. I did it for 18 months. The day that you're going to break, if you break, promise me you're going to go to Texas Roadhouse and you're going to break it by eating 2 of the yeast rolls, because and have somebody there with the camera, with a phone, okay? Because you're going to get drunk. After 18 months, that's what I did. That's how I broke the carb and the sugar-free thing, is we went to Texas Roadhouse, and I was just going to get my normal steak and broccoli and vegetables or whatever. It's like, you know what? I think I'm going to do this. And I had 2 of those rolls, and I was drunk. I was drunk, Guitar. I was, for 45 minutes, I was stoned out of my mind. Ghost says, my fault. I thought Kyle wanted to move out. I'm on board with him getting kicked out of the nest. Panthers van light with Jaws, Kyle, and Keith Yandel, right? Time to get Kyle to drive and become a passenger, Princess. Man, no, Kyle is not going to. Kyle might eventually get a driver's license. His decision-making process is not super quick. And so it could be tough. It could be tough. It's funny because both Karen and Donna, when I met them, were like, hey man, get the kid a driver's license. And I told them why. And then after about 6 months of living with them, they were like, oh, okay, I get it now. Even grandpa who was bitching at me about it was like, yeah, maybe not. I don't know. That's a tough decision, because I want him to be able to have his freedom, but if we misjudge that he can handle it, that's life and death. You know what I mean? So that's a tough one. 87 for the high today in Chesapeake, Virginia. Yeah, it's gonna be like it's 71 already. I'm gonna have to put the air conditioning on. I'm gonna have to close things up because it's so humid. I'm gonna have to close them up and put on the air conditioning. And then tomorrow when it snows, I will have to run the heat. All right, scrolling back down. Yeah, I'd be an empty nester. Oh, yeah, it's celiac disease, but you still missed the bread days are over. Damn. MJ, I have no question that he would be able to physically learn how to do it. That's not the question. With Kyle, my concern is when he's out there actually driving, having to make quick decisions on, should I stop, should I go, should I turn, should I swerve, the quick decisions that you have to make while you're driving. That would be my concern. So we'll see. All right, I gotta roll. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get some food, get the eBay work done. Good stream. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. Genuinely. Thank you for the super chats. Tomorrow at noon, we'll be here. And then tomorrow is 3 in a row. 3 in a row. That's what we got. But yeah, I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna turn the air conditioning on. It's hot. It's schmutzy. It's moist. So yeah, you'd hate the humidity. I know. And tomorrow's gonna snow, so that's good. It won't be humid long. So all right, everybody, appreciate y'all. Oh, I will. Hungry. Yeah, I didn't. I did go fishing, but there's no fish. The water's too cold. It's still too cold. If this was middle of April, it'd be fish. But it's middle of March. I'm pushing it, dreaming that there's fish out there right now, but it's too cold. But I'll send you the link. Yep. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you tomorrow at noon.